Don Schmidt, the Book Kahuna, coming at you with today's publishing tip for the day. Today's publishing tip, 2 reviews, and they tie in together, so it's pretty much all in the same. The book Seal of Honor and the documentary that goes hand in hand with this, Murph the Protector. Now, I've already done a blog post and a video on Lone Survivor, the book. And The Lone Survivor was written in 2007, before Michael Murphy was awarded the Medal of Honor. Seal of Honor actually picks up and gives the entire background of Michael Murphy's life as a child, but starts off with him being brought home from the Hindu Kush Mountains after the operation that took his life. Now, what you really get to learn about this man is that he was always for the underdog. He was a guy who didn't want to see anybody taken advantage of, didn't want to see people exploited. That's how he got the name Murph the Protector. His mom related the story in the movie about how they were some bigger kids were trying to stuff a disabled kid into a locker, and Mike came up and said, "No, you're not going to do that," and stopped them. He was that kind of guy. He was the kind of guy who was selfless. He was a selfless hero. Someone that didn't think about what was right for him or what was going to happen with him until after everyone else had been taken care of first. And that's a really refreshing attitude that is not really prevalent in society today. And that's why I like to look at it like Michael Murphy was Pat Tillman before Pat Tillman was Pat Tillman. Now, if you know the story of Pat Tillman, he was an NFL player, had a $3 million contract with Arizona Cardinals, quit football to join the Rangers, and unfortunately, he too lost his life in Afghanistan to friendly fire. But Mike Murphy graduated from Penn State with honors, was already accepted to a couple of law schools, and decided he was going to be a Navy SEAL. And as his parents related in Murph, the documentary, Murph the Protector, when he set his mind to something, he was going to do it. And that was it. And, you know, we need more people like Michael Murphy. We need more people in this country like Michael Murphy. People who put country before self. People who think about other people. People who can be part of a team. Michael Murphy was an incredible human being. And it's really sad that we don't have him around anymore. But in his death and the way that he died, protecting his team, going out there on that rock ledge to make that call to try and save his brothers, knowing full well that he was probably going to die because there were Taliban militia all around him. That takes incredible fortitude, and it's just the stuff that legends are made of. And Michael Murphy will always be a legend and a hero to me personally. And and it's because he's a kid that he's from Long Island, 10 miles away. He grew up from me. Same thing, swimming, boating. He was a lifeguard. One time I guess he did cut lawns. I cut lawns for the Parks Department in Islip Town. I know from whence he came. We've traveled the same mileage on Long Island. He's one of us, and that is just it really looms large that just somebody who was a Long Islander just rose up and did something of this heroic magnitude. And this book, you have to read it. You have to read it because it's the fill-in for everything that leads up to and afterwards what happened in Operation Red Wings. Yes, Michael Murphy passed away and was killed during the operation. Yes, Michael Murphy was heroic, but Michael Murphy had outstanding friends. His buddies, the O'Callahans, that got him the patches. His buddy from Penn State, who was from East Moriches, and Mike was just felt a kinship with the guy because he was another Long Island guy, and that's kind of how Long Island people are. If we're in another part of the country and somebody from Long Island comes up, I mean, I live in Colorado, and I have people coming up when I'm wearing my Islanders jacket, and they're like, "Hey, are you from the island?" And it's like it's an automatic bond. That's exactly what it was. So, Mike Murphy, Seal of Honor. You've got to read Seal of Honor, and you've got to get the documentary Murph, the Protector, and watch it. Read this, see that before you go see Lone Survivor. It will fill in all of the information that you'll need, background. You will feel like you know Mike Murphy. And you know what? Mike Murphy is the kind of guy you wish you would have for one of your friends. So, anyway, Don Schmidt, the Book of Huna, just coming at you with today's publishing tip for the day. Seal of Honor. Read it. Read it. And just read about an American hero. This guy was amazing. And what he did in Afghanistan, what he did to save his teammates or try to save his teammates was just an incredible feat that, almost the Medal of Honor is not enough for what he did, knowing what was going to happen. This is Don Schmidt, the Book of Huna, signing off for now. Remember, read the book Seal of Honor, see the documentary Murph, the Protector. You won't be disappointed. Bye-bye.